Good morning everyone, excuse my trampy hair. So last night in bed I only ended up reading 2% of Revival by Stephen King, and I don't know whether I should be happy about that or not, because it actually means I got an awful lot of sleep for once. So yeah, today not got much going on, just a little bit here, a little bit there, a few little things I need to do. So hopefully I can get some reading done after breakfast. So I thought that, okay, this is probably just me finding an excuse not to read, but I did think that I do have a lot of books I need to show you that I've not filmed hauls for ages. So I thought I'd just shove a few of them in this video today. I'm not sure when I'll get the rest up, but here's a little mini book haul for you. This is all the books that I've got on my Kindle that I've either bought or that I've got from Kindle Unlimited that are still on my Kindle this year, basically, so since January. I've not actually acquired anything since the end of January, so this is essentially my January Kindle book haul. The first book I want to talk to you about is one that I've already mentioned on this channel a couple of times. That is Magic Bitter, Magic Sweet by Charlie N. Holmberg. I don't know an awful lot about it. I know that Cathy over at Cathy, Elizabeth Reads, read this one, really enjoyed it, highly recommended it, which is what made me go and download it. I was like, okay, I've got Kindle Unlimited trial too, well, I'll go and check it out. And so yeah, I will get around to reading this at some point very soon while I've still got the trial, so hopefully I love it as much as she did. Next we have Close to Home by Cara Hunter, and this is from the Richard and Judy Book Club, and this is their thriller pick for 2018, and I've not looked much up about it. It's a thriller. I don't want to know much about it, but you know I'm a sucker for thrillers. 99p, oh yes, I'll get that thriller, oh yes, like, it's dangerous. 99p thrillers are dangerous for me. Then we have Happy, Why More or Less Everything is Absolutely Fine by Derren Brown. And I feel like this was a really strange choice for me. Basically, I want to start picking up more non-fiction than what I do. I used to read a lot more non-fiction before BookTube than what I do now, and I kind of miss it a little bit. Meanwhile, Derren Brown is someone who I really admire how his mind works, and I would love to know more about how his mind works, and so I'd love to read anything he writes, quite frankly. And also, I've not been having the most cheerful of years. I felt quite stressed out this year. I've got a lot going on, and so this just really kind of shouted out to me, like, read me, like, it just appealed to me. Next we have Daughters Unto Devils by Amy Lukavics, and I'm not entirely sure what this is. Though it does say on Amazon, perfect for fans of American Horror Story, Stephen King, Veronica Roth and others, and I definitely fit into that category, so maybe I will like this, whatever it ends up being, probably some sort of thriller or something looking at it. I see the word blood in the description. Then we have Zeros by Scott Westerfeld. I don't know an awful lot about this other than that it's like sci-fi-y, and it was quite popular on BookTube back when it first came out, so I kind of just had it in my list of things to pick up. And so in a similar tone, the second book in the series is Swarm, and I also picked up that one because why not, they're both 99p, so. And then talking about series that were books with 99p in them, I picked up a lot of the Unwind Dystology books by Neal Shusterman just before Christmas, I think, and I didn't get UnStrung, but I noticed that UnStrung was on sale early in January at 99p, so I picked that up. So yeah, at some point I will check out that series. I don't really know what it's about, to be honest, but I'm really, really bad at just seeing a book at 99p and going, I've heard of that, I'll get it. Now you understand why my TBR bag is so big. Then we have Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, probably because I was just busy getting all of the cheap 99p books by this point. I was just going, yep, heard of that, buy, yep, heard of that, buy. Sometimes you find some wonderful books that way. I don't think it's bad to just buy a book for any number of given reasons, whether it be because you think the cover's great, or whether you think that you've heard of the author, whether you've just heard good things and you actually don't really remember what it's even about. Like, it's not doing any harm as long as you're not making yourself bankrupt. I think there's a lot of focus these days on like keeping your TBR down and like being quite minimalist with what books you own. Who cares? It's my own little mini library. I'm privileged to be in that position, and I'm going to take full advantage that I can. Next we have the number one, there, I get me words out. The Number One Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith. Don't know what this one's about at all. And then Tears of the Giraffe, which is the second book in that series. I clearly just was looking at the 99p deals again and buying everything I could find. Along with Baby Be Mine by Paige Toon. I still really want to pick up some Paige Toon, and I'm still just collecting. Then we have Ivy Lane by Cathy Bramley. Never heard that before. 99p, cute buy probably. Then I bought the 3 books in the Burn for Burn trilogy. So there is of course Burn for Burn, Fire with Fire, and Ashes to Ashes, and they're all by Jenny Han. Han. I don't even know anymore. You know when neither one sounds right to you? Han? I don't know. Maybe it's a bit like scone and scone. But yeah, I picked up those because, again, 99p. They're ones that have been on my radar for a while. I've heard quite good things for the most part about at least the first book. I think I've not heard so great things about the rest of the series, but yeah. That is probably going to do for a bit of a book haul for now, because if I start hauling everything that I have got, I'm going to be here a long time. You're going to be here a long time. This, like, daily diary entry will just be, like, huge, which is not something that I necessarily want. So, yeah, this was the Kindle part of my book haul for January, and then the rest can come maybe later this week, maybe another week, I don't know. Soon. Coming soon. So what time is it now? It's nearly 10 to 2 in the afternoon. I've not had a very constructive day. My mum's coming around soon. I also need to sort Luke's Valentine's present and card out. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's raining. Not much though. I don't know. I'm just procrastinating at this point. So yeah, might stick my audiobook on and go and sort some stuff out for Luke's Valentine's present, maybe. That would be nice to just sit and read Harry Potter. You'll find out in the next clip what I actually end up doing, I'm sure. Excuse the fact that I'm in my dressing gown again. I feel the cold. I shove it on every chance I get. I am dressed underneath, I've got a jumper on. But yeah, so my mum's been around. She's now left. I did some baking of some presents for Luke that I'm not going to show on camera because they don't look great, but they taste great, and that's what counts. So while I was doing the washing up, I was listening to my audiobook, and now I'm going to go back to that. If I get a chance, I might read a little bit of Harry Potter as well. Sorry, this lighting really isn't too great. I wasn't planning on doing an update quite this soon. I've literally only sat down a couple of minutes ago, but I was checking through my emails and I discovered I'd had an email off an author asking me to read and review their title. And normally I kind of don't really bother so much anymore because you've seen the TBR bag. Come on, it's just not fair on anyone. But this one caught my eye because it's about a serial killer. So I'm adding to my little book haul from earlier. This is how I end up with so many books. So the book is called Briguella, perhaps. And I've noticed it was free to read on Kindle Unlimited, and I've still got my trial, so I just hit download straight away. Let the author know that I'm going to be checking it out. I'm really actually quite excited. So it's by Vicki Fitzgerald, and I'll just quickly read you the description here. So, after 7 women fall victim to a serial killer, journalist Kate Rivendale becomes embroiled in the manhunt. The authorities have no suspect, only one forensic link dating way back to the 1930s. Detective Chief Inspector William Beckley needs to salvage his career. He has too many deaths on his conscience. Beckley entices Kate to go undercover, a decision which backfires with devastating consequences. So I'm really excited to pick this up. And sorry if you heard that noise in the background. That is Luke getting in, so I'd better go and say hi to him.